Yeah, hopefully he'll stop doing that bullshit. It was really weird. Like, OBS would completely freeze up, except in the thing, like, if it was completely dead. I'm not sure what's going on. And it made me think that there might be some sort of shaggery going on that might impact a VOD or whatever. Just gonna do this conversation properly again because
out of our way, woman. In this
VOD
town,
purposes.
we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
Neil.
Time to teach you all a lesson.
White Demon Ice Shard. White Demon.
Backhand. Damn it. Nice slap, woman. Alright, here we go down. It's just a game about punching people.
My strength will be victorious.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too... Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Ready, set? And she flashes at you. Goddamn. The I Can Take It was a voice line, a specific enemy, and I think, was it called Gunmen or something? A game bellowed out when they died, like mein Leben and stuff like that. The thing is, they yelled I Can Take It, and the death animation was, I think, their head exploding off. So it's like a headless guy yelling that.
I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon. The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was
Remember
said
that
to have
bureaucracy
governance
from
over
Atlantis
the Great
2,
Wheel.
goddamn.
She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
Of course it wasn't a maker, they die from water.
Few people know what happened. Dirge is a remote temple located high in the mountains. There were no worshippers save for the spirit monks themselves. The Emperor covered up his terrible crime, and the people didn't really care. All that mattered was that the drought was over.
Fucking water temple, and they call it Dirge instead of Turge. God damn.
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
Oh, there it goes again. It's stuck. Is it Twitch doing something? You're seeing this, I assume, and hearing me. But on my end, it looks like it's just fucking dead. I suspect if any of you are going to write anything, I'm going to get all of it in one big pile. Like I did before when I asked. Yep, there we go again. Got all of it. Yeah, I just 3 messages came at the same time there. Seems like it's constipated somehow. The weird thing is, if I alt tab, it starts asking again. Okay. Yeah. He briefly asked. Is it? I wonder if it's the server I'm connected to that's being weird, but I don't see why the... So I have this like OBS on the other thing, and it monitors audio. I have these sliders that go up and down for the game's volume and my volume, so I can check if anyone is being asked. Yeah, I can see a message. It's just takes a while to ask, so I can see if I'm blowing anyone's ears out or something's too low, or get an idea of it at least. But it just completely freezes over there. The timer has stopped. The bitrate stopped. I can see the window preview, but yeah. So I wonder if it's the server I'm connected to specifically with Twitch right now. The weird thing is, if I alt tab it, it's fine. All operational, it seems. Where was the streamer from? Okay, so that probably not on the same server as me. But if you're not getting any fallout when this happens, I just... If you're not getting any fallout when this happens and the VOD is intact, we might just power through it if it turns out it's just visual on my end. Yep, so I can't see if I've muted or not either. It's not showing that, so I have no idea if it's registering my clicks.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you.
No, I can
Lee
see the
knows
chat
you
fine.
have a destiny to
It
fulfill.
just sometimes
You're
takes
the
a
last of
while
your
for the
kind.
message to show up.
The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
Well, it's weird. It's like the connection's constipated. I ask men if everything's frozen for them, and then I get like 3 replies, but they all come in a pile, suggesting that they're sort of in a holding pattern until they go through. So you might write something and then it takes 30 seconds to go through to me, but arrives with a bunch of other messages that were also sort of asked together. And most of the time I suspect it's instantaneous.
Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
It's weird though because like OBS, like the readings and stuff, is being really weird. But it might seem that, to me at least, that the video itself would be kind of shag. It seems it isn't. Dawn Star has something to say. The gum shop. Yeah. Don't strobe me, save screen. Buh. Almost very close thing.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind, although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. I will answer what I can.
It looked like she had some sort of figure over her.
Be well.
Meaning I should talk to her or some shit.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but
You just saw me murder 3 dudes.
I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you.
Oh boy.
It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well... But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you. Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name.
I am Baldy Fueg.
Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Yeah, sure, I'll fucking...
Did you go down to Beggar's Pier? Did you find my fiancé, Baker Bay? He's not dead, is he?
I haven't left your site.
Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast...
Yes. Come sub. Oh, ding. Oh. Motherfuckers. Doing. Southeast is Dios way. That guy was
Don't be like that.
sliding and T-posing. Are you a guy?
Another day, another bowl of rice, I hope.
Ghosts bring wind. Wind is no friend to a river fisherman, I can tell you that.
Very speed up ass.
Hello, and welcome to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any woodwork items ready right now. My inventory's a bit understocked.
Fucking hustlers. He just
I'm
said.
Chuman the Craftsman. Nobody important, just a simple merchant of fine woodwork items. A merchant who may not be in business much longer, I'm afraid. There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect them to pay me when they can't even feed their families. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it. You might be right. I'm a fine craftsman, but I'm not much for business. I extend credit too easily, and then I can't bring myself to collect. It's just not in my nature. No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my customers. I'm sure they'll pay me eventually. At least, I hope so. You might be right. I'm a fine craftsman, but I'm not much for business. I extend credit too easily, and then I can't bring myself to collect. It's just not in my nature. A good thing. It's an uncomfortable topic, really. It's not so much that I need anyone's charity as I could just use some help around here. Farewell.
That goat has a very wide stance. Gotta be some ass down there. Saw a barrel there. Take this. Right, goat. Like little reverse there. Definitely not a barrel. Trap. This again. Stone stow. So Sorkin. Is a guy dead? Need someone who.
Wiwu Ophir,
Oh, Jesus.
Sankasawir.
Get out of my brain. Please find someone who looks like they're about to get their shit beat in. That looks promising. Gonna go down there and be awkward and find out there's more to it. Is that what that means?
Irkana, o Nikasuri Irkwana no Kasa Iriru.
Your move, old goat.
Ikirnik Tina Piru, o Iferek Uksun Puno.
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the Lion, if you please.
O Towir Ukawana Ir Usoana da Hoki. Niato Nonapadi Irovir.
You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
Tawi Ir Kawana Ir Sunir Ipoki. Wanakapir Sari Awaf, van Sir Surufus Isinosaurus Usuno.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Ikirnik Tina Piru, wo Iferek Uksun Puno. Okie Fakania, ni Ukoristoipo.
Fucking offer. Rectum reindeer punch.
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
Nararo, na pirarpirni, niktakatashi. Niato nanapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir.
Forgive him. Had my former master bothered to remember his manners, he might have told you that we are not from Tian's Landing. We know little of the events here.
O nikasurir kwana no kuni ugnawata ir, niknipier.
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
Sisair pawaro, tikotro tuaso.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could
your
prove an interesting
shoulders.
pupil.
Ipaner nuku iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruru ninua sa irkana.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Wind Clan sucks.
Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato sir ipanoneniko.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you?
No, fuck guy, not fuck a guy.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm.
When
then
I
you will
feel.
be ready.
But I think I do.
When you feel that you
Yes. Darn women.
The folks of this town were kind at first, but now they're starting to annoy me.
Canadian. Big Titan. Wait. I'm trying to hurry to find the guy so he doesn't get shagged.
One thing that is good about being a fisherman, you never see a ghost out in the middle of the river.
Very southeast, it seems. Wait, what? Was that unplayable? Hmm?
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company.
Looking the wrong way.
You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Okay, cool, die. No man, I guess I'll just die. Don't stun lock me, Moto. Get solded.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that?
Yes.
They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger. You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down. Yes, yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Yeah, especially if he's a Silent Storm guy, then he'd have all the HP points in the fucking world.
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
That's weird. Yeah. I had a guy as well that I scummed my way into avoiding fucking gunfire, so his dodge was atrocious.
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me. No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Ailing. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Ailing might hurt her too.
Just beating him up because he...
Thank you so much. Ailing and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
That's a lot of fucking XP, god. Damn.
My body is healed.
The body is healed. Should I put some points in my sword? What? Oh, fortune's tuna.
Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
Don't bother me. I may be a beggar, but I'm on my break right now.
Let's see. Don't know why these out and ass men are so goddamn loud compared to everyone else.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Oivoia uksonkop noko isansia.
Hello! You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. Perhaps someday I will be Merchant Xipeng, mightiest merchant of Tian's Landing.
Shipping?
But for now, I am just an assistant, not worthy of your honorable time.
Okay.
Oivoi.
Fucking hair again.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't
Aye, none of
spotted
it.
you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you.
God
I'm
damn.
Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here. Let me tell you, it raises a few eyebrows at first. That's why I tell people I'm an acrobat up front these days.
Your shoulders.
I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right?
Yeah.
I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested. It's not much of a story, really. It's just a stage name I picked up when I first started practicing acrobatics.
It looks so weird though.
I was
like,
quite young,
goddamn.
and my master felt I was a little too fast for my own good. You dart like a lynx, he would say, but you balance like a drunken frog. He taught me to slow my movements and really focus on what I was doing, but his nickname for me stuck. As I said, I'm not really from here, so there's not much I can tell you. You could try talking to Minister Shang, though. He always knows what's going on. I get the sense that he doesn't do much about it, but he's at least aware. I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tian's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
Intimidation, yum. God damn, the expensive. Hot them. Boathouse or a house that's a boat? Is that her just standing in the middle of bullshit?
My body is healed.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants.
Hello, are you a
This town
woman?
disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor. That is exactly the case. You are not worthy to help me in my task. I need someone who understands that discord, friction, and trial are the true sources of strength. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you.
I like that they model his shoes sticking out under the thing. Also, eat shit, you. Tong, sailor.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking
God
here?
damn,
Gotta
matching
wash away our
eyebrows and
sorrows.
an ass.
It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink. Okay then.
Yeah, what a guy. Alas, you kind of have to go very ham, it seems, on either like ass or the thing. Oh, the boat is right. Like you either want to go full fist or no fist. Oh.
Stop right there! I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
What a beard.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
Me.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship! I'm your captain, understand?
The fuck?
Well, you're still the captain. For now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
What exactly is going on? Is he trying to resign?
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here. I'm Captain Ing. This is my ship, the Lucky Knight. She's a fine vessel, or was. But now that the Great Dam is open, the Lucky Knight is stranded here along with me and my men. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam. If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it.
Oh, I thought they just had it fucking open for some dumb reason, not...
The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have. You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first.
Might not
the dam
be
is
any
located
silver.
in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
I'll be back when the dam is closed and the river's not so
He's
low
in the
and
town
fast.
square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned-out building nearby.
What a thing to say.
I sense an embarrassing story. It is good to know that we should avoid the subject.
But now I want to ask.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the Great Dam.
God damn.
Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but... thank you.
NP. Game serve. I assume he's gonna be all like ass. All the silver he has.
I'm grateful you agreed to close the dam for me.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be all like, yeah, so you stole my money, so all the silver I have is amount. I'll go read the thing though. Thing doesn't look very secure though. Erkin. Oh, for fuck's sake. Boathouse. I'm gonna strobe properly before I go into the boathouse. Sus. Avert your eyes. Yeah.
This here's a private club. Members only. You can't. Just move along. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
This is weird. Saves automatically. Stop having such weird fucking shoulders back there. Bro, those. Horse Lord.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
I'm out of place, Fido.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you?
Dead.
You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them. Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me. I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
I think you've got a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, you do that. Go tell Lon what kind of man Bay really is. See how she likes it when she finds out her perfect fiancé proposed to another woman.
Lol. I'll pick up all your shit though, it will be mine. Your shit is my shit. Definitely not a trap. One single goal, what the fuck? Weird they did get pissed when I got the key. Just go to the orifice. Just didn't seem to irritate them. It's a matter of law. Evil tot gem. Only fisting. Why I order? No idea if they'll be weird about this.
You got something to say, you say it to Eiling. She's in charge here.
That's better. Your shit is my shit. Ah! Baker boy. It's over here, wasn't he? That opened first. Just notice the backhand slap. Is that a barrel I see before me? Didn't they explode in my face? Or a fisk, what the fuck?
Hello again, Honorable One. Did you get the chance to speak with Eiling? Is she going to leave me alone now? What? That's preposterous. She's lying. Lan's the only woman I ever proposed to. I don't know why Eiling would say something like that. If Lan heard these lies, well, I don't know what she'd do. Please see if you can get this straightened out with Eiling before these rumors get back to my fiancé.
Mate.
Yes. I suppose I'll have to face her eventually. And I should be safe if you're with me. Okay. Let's go. Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
What?
What? Bay, how could you?
Immediately believes it.
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Ailing. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that. Kids say all kinds of things, Ailing. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
This guy knows how to pick him.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed. Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
I didn't even have to roll charm or anything.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Why would you...
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
These people are dumb and kind of adorable at the
You've
same
done
time.
so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
Alright, my name is Baldi Furga.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
You have him beaten up instead of her.
Okay,
like, what kind of weird are you?
I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
Fucking Bay. Open fisting, that's me.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, honestly.
It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband.
Why?
When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created. What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
Very, very flappy badgery.
Ha! You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while.
Jesus.
My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
I'll marry you fucking right there now.
Ha! Don't make me laugh. I'm looking to start a family and live a nice, quiet life. Somehow I don't see that kind of domestic tranquility in your near future. You've got that wandering hero look, and I'm not interested in a husband who's going to be out traveling the Empire or saving the world.
Just go ahead and say I'm just too fucking bald.
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk.
Bosun, see?
My boys have had
Boat
more than a
Swain.
few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town.
Oh yeah, he's a pushover, isn't he?
And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
You could collect for the guy. I don't think I can.
Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring
Well, I'm
him
already
by
bald,
so
so
check
Benny
him out.
Desiree, we can just go for it.
The only reason I was interested in Bay was because I figured he was my only chance of ever finding a husband, and I knew
No,
he
that's
was
why
a decent
she
guy.
could do it for him.
It's not like he was the love of my life or anything.
Well, just being
It
married
just
to
seemed
her
like
might
a logical choice.
There's
There's not a lot of options in
make
this
them
town.
not want to try and take advantage of him.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him.
You want me to pop
And,
your shoulders back in the socket?
well, good luck.
You sure you want to meet them here? If you're looking to settle down and shit, maybe maybe bringing them to your gang den. What do you even do? Like, are you a gang? Are you just some workers? What is your profession? Yeah. Strobe to absolute fuck. Let me just have a look at this on the old online actually, just to see how different, if there's different outcomes, and how different they are. No, it's just different at XP. That's NP. I must desperately yearn WP. Let's go spunk to guy. No fast travel around us though, this angers me. Wait, wasn't he over there? Who was he? Gone solved.
Welcome back to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I still don't have any wares to show you, I'm afraid. I'm still short on inventory.
Oh.
It's a shame my business is struggling so much. I really am a fine craftsman, but I could use someone to help organize things and help me out with some of my jobs.
Yeah? Who are you again?
You are well informed about our little town, stranger. It's true, I've thought about marriage. Sometimes I've even thought a good woman could help me run my business better. Why do you bring this up? Do you know of a suitable young woman who would be willing to marry a simple craftsman like myself? Eiling, the gang leader? She's beautiful, to be sure, but I've heard her beauty is only surpassed by her savage brutality. Why would I want to marry her?
Wait, did he just do the weird eye and head shake thing they do in Neverwinter Nights too?
Well, she did turn that gang of thugs into a rather efficient criminal organization, and she is quite attractive. I guess it couldn't hurt to go talk to her. Come on,
The fuck
let's
does
go
that mean,
see
Adrian? Goddamn.
Hello, Eiling. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. I'm pleased to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You look like you're gonna throw up. If you vomit on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up yourself.
Forgive me, but this isn't easy. Things are moving quite quickly here. I'm more used to taking things slow and careful. Perhaps it's the nature of being a craftsman.
That's right. You're a woodworker, aren't you? I remember seeing your wares in the market square. You've made some beautiful pieces.
I'm an excellent craftsman, but I'm terrible at business. Between suppliers who don't deliver what they promise and customers who won't pay, I can barely afford to feed myself.
You're a sensitive man, Chuman. You have the gentle soul of an artist. What you need is a woman with some steel in her spine to back you up.
I'd like that, Eiling. I've often thought that if I had someone strong by my side, someone to help me, I could turn things around.
I think Chuman and I should spend some more time getting to know each other. Just the two of us.
Enjoy your fucking?
You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect. So I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
I've never seen so much silver before. I've been owed it, but I never managed to collect.
I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful
I was hoping she was going to
partnership.
say, but this chest is empty already. Hold on.
I never knew you were such a romantic, though I always knew you had a generous heart.
No, I just like to bang things together and tell them now fuck. That's a good deed for... Oh, right now. Oops. I should do a proper save. Prepare to get white strobed again. Blech. I don't know why it does that. I think it's trying to ask an image in, but the widescreen mod patch thing I'm using does something so the image doesn't show, and you just end up with it being all white. Oh man, I have an entire fucking crate of actual Transformers in my parents' attic. They were not the fusion of cars though. Stop playing the
Yukut ni
game.
kun uno sa is.
I had a car that if you upheated it, it would turn red, otherwise it was blue. Very fancy. It's very weird because I thought I had it.
Pretty.
And then one day I found it digging a hole behind the garage in the house. Mycket grabbelmogo. And it was very weird because I just unearthed that thing and I was like, what the fuck? Wasn't that in the house somewhere? But it looked like it had been there for a long time.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
I like to think that he pretends that's hair he has. What's that supposed to be?
Koni onu you tashika wheel fonio sataraponi?
No, not necessarily water, it was heat. So you could just, like, grab it in your hand and it would turn red, or put it on a radiator.
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
I never cared much for cars, though. As toys. I had a few micro machines. In fact, I think I had a big city car van thing. Micro machines. Or was it Hot Wheels? I think it was a Hot Wheel though. I had James Bond's car. It would launch a guy and shoot bullshit. Oh shit, I've become sororitas. Why are you standing there? This targeting is awkward because...
You ever seen a ghost?
Yes. Punched
My
one.
parents are ghosts now.
Oh.
I ain't never seen them, though.
Because I need to point towards things.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought.
When someone's talking, I can't select anything.
Yeah, get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
You see down there. It says what I've selected, but if someone's talking, that thing will disappear. It's very awkward.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine day to you. What can I sell you?
What?
Well, I make my living by knowing people. I can clearly see that you are of the finest sort. That is to say, the sort with silver ready in hand. Can I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well.
Seed?
I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say... But it is not important.
I've heard people saying never mind before as well.
Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire. However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him. I suppose there may still be merchants in the Imperial City who have some, and they were once so widely available that there must be some here and there.
Yeah.
But I do not have any, nor do I know anyone who has one.
Doing some sort of ritual. You always look so pouty. I wonder if that's just... You just start looking sadder and sadder when you turn to open ass.
I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fishnets, and superb boat scrubbers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic.
Do you have any Ajax? I need something stronger than all the grease.
I am glad to hear you say what I was thinking.
Don't slag off the man's
A completely unfair
inventory.
assertion, after all. Who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it?
No, don't be mean. It's doing that thing again. Like, look at this.
I'm afraid I do. Recently.
Okay, so it does...
Very well. When you're ready.
Awkward creature.
Are there no warriors among you?
I'm a warrior.
Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that
Wait,
this
I just
town's
married
courage
you
had
to
drained
some
away
lady.
with the water. You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those skills to the test?
I'm combat.
Not personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with a unique problem. The great
Marriage
southern
really
forest,
changes
which
people.
lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners.
Very squared yaw. Fuck.
If we did, would I be here?
Maybe.
Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make
Yeah,
it
punch
safe
it.
for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him.
So they do whatever.
Our men are no
Correct
match
kind
for
of
the
punch.
ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are. You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find.
Oh, you're
The
knocker.
path there is relatively safe, but travel
His
beyond
elbow.
his camp
Oh,
and things
God.
worsen considerably.
My elbow. Oh, God.
Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
Ugh.
Konio nuyu, kokiir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnano pir ni wonun.
What about shit on the table?
Wonowir efuir uk sunorkfonir sir sisitu. Sata afsowir uk napir aniyir ninpir.
Now there are people that would sharpen their teeth to look scary. I wonder if you, like... I think the elbow, apart from teeth, is the... Like the ulnar, the tip, is the hardest bone you have in your body or some shit. I wonder if these asses... Like, you know how... There's this thing where you... where ladies fuck up their feet. As some sort of... fashion, culture, fetish thing. Maybe there's that, but for elbows. You just make a really pointy fucking elbow. Just end a man.
Owo sayir uyukap tantarundano, wo tarwair shafir owo.
Yeah, it's an atrocious idea. When the enamel is, of course, like when you sharpen them, or like chip any bit off, even if you were to just file them a little bit, the enamel would go off and they wouldn't be as resistant to all the shit in your mouth, so they'd basically start cavitying immediately. Not to mention the ones you have to file so much that you reach the like the inside bit. But then again, this is the sort of thing you do in prison, which is also a place where people get prison tattoos on their actual eyeballs to look hard.
Wo kauso ir no ka wowo taraway il shaksiro fino pifu. Wo no wir efuir uk su northfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsoir uk napir anir ninpir.
Wait, I have a suggestion. Have a shelf behind you and have your wares on there. Don't put it here where people can just fucking pick shit up.
Uso sier uthak tarawayir shathir owosu.
So did the guy that came there, did he steal anything? I'm not sure what the animation was supposed to ask.
Wo quair ano uyu, kubkithir soso wawer wakwakir toir wo.
Right.
Wo kauso ir no ka wowo taraway il shaksiro fino pifu.
No, very good. I need some water for my throat, baby. Like D merchandise, which he gets when he gets his shit back, right? It's like the guy who'll give us all the silver he owns without specifying how much that is. I'm starting to fart fog. FFF. Some creatures here. Is that some sort of one of those anime small girls actually 400 years old? So you're not weird, right? I can also turn into a frog. The fear. Yeah, I'm venting atmosphere. Tongue. Oh, he's by.
My body is healed.
That guy, my body. Stupid fucking rock looking like a chest. Was it always sort of sundowny here? Was it sunnier before? Oh, those guys. That guy is the exact same voice that does the Twi'leks in Kotor, I think. Driven to drink DD. This is the problem with stuff like this. I also had this problem in Medieval Village because you can't name people that aren't your son. Medieval Dynasty. Like foreign names, Kingdom Come I was sort of okay with, but I think that's because a lot of it was voiced. Like, I have trouble distinguishing them at a glance. It's like I look at something like fucking Bay or whatever, and I think that's That's distinct enough that I'll remember it when I see it again. But then every name is distinct in the same way. And my brain just sort of forfeits on functioning. Tracer.
You again. What do you want now? Can't you see we're busy?
Yeah. Elbow Shunpo.
Figurine?
This
You
fucking
mean
guy.
that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it.
This man's fucking male pattern baldness. What even is that? How is that? What?
My ma used to have figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time. I really miss her. I just borrowed the figurine to remind me of her.
Aww.
A gift from his ma? Oh, jeez, I guess he probably wants it back, huh?
Aww.
Here, take the figurine. Yeah. I don't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all.
You're a fine man, but I rarely say this to people, but you'd be better off going bald. Like, goddamn.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
Oh, poor man. A little bit of fast travel would be nice. Oh, god damn it. Will never open. Yeah. Get grit in my throat. No. That's why I checked it. That's the gate I was looking at from the other side before. So it's potentially a shortcut. It would in fact lead me directly to where I need to go. Instead, I go around. Fucking throat crap. It's weird how allergies manifest. Sneeze, eyes, and sometimes just like look, it's right there. And sometimes just create crap in my throat ceaselessly.
Your move, old goat.
Yeah. Battlefield Pub. I was considering playing that the other day. Then I realized, dear God, that fucking game.
Koni onuyu, koke ir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusi ir taikunpa ibnano pir ni wonun. Wo yakuptir, ni shin warwair, wo suyir kak.
Nah, Armed and Dangerous, I think it's called, is from the Kabuto guys. It's absolutely insane. Alright, Lentil Gem.
Akwi wo ofir, san kasowir wo siyutana. Onuyuir napair wo kwair shapshir fan onuyusair ikupan.
Lost me clay figurine. And it's strobe time again, I'm sorry. Ding ding DK.
Sa iriakowak, kokonato siri panoneniko. You leave this youngster alone, you cantankerous old goat. He looks like he could put you down without a thought. Might do us all a favor.
That fucking haircut.
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Hey? What do you want?
Very inbred.
I'm Wei. Some call me Old Wei, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me. Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Why, most of them don't even remember what it was like before the flood.
I like this guy.
18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the Great Dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day the Great Dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed. The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising.
God damn. That's a tonal shift.
The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the imperial city. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave never knowing. A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. They just went off in the night. Soon after, the Great Dam opened on its own. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. And underwater these 18 years. And now they're back. I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten.
Some deities probably claimed the dam, making it a god dam.
The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened.
Did you hear my gnome thing the other day, Adrian? Here.
Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
NP. Well, you know how Talon in Outcast, how they have all the ladies on one island, and they only sort of hang out when they shag. Fuck you.
Greetings once more.
Oh, it's this guy. Fuck.
There.
Well, all the Talon you meet in that are male. They have this thing they do once something years where they go to a place, and then the ladies will oogle them, and they'll pick someone to shag that they find fine. But yeah, all the ladies are on their own ass. So my idea was you could do that for gnomes in Dungeons and Dragons, but only put the males on the same continent. You'd end up with a no man's land.
Who let you back here? It's bad enough I must work with incompetence. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human interaction, I'd have a kiosk in the square. Or maybe a trough.
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just step back.
Is this guy Kitchen Man, and he just scratched his ass as his first animation?
A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on, don't waste your respect on me. I'm no high minister. I just cook. Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people who do not understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are, acquired tastes.
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong, you will smile and nod. Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by.
What Hyven barrel?
Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know.
I'm just dying of allergies.
The spirit world? You are talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. Very simple. If you want some deeper discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here and cook for the living.
This fucking guy.
I hear stories just like everyone else, but they are always told by some scared farmer who wouldn't know the wind from a howl. I believe what I see. That's enough. Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
Alright, Raidman. Welcome. We are, I don't know, a few hours into this. Austrian Wi-Fi, god damn. It's the Alps, blocks the signal.
I can't speak with you. Mr. Tay is very strict with his apprentices.
A white barrel. Surely there will not be a trapped barrel in town. Try to end me. Oh, he's streaming. Cud? Something happening? Cud-wise? Guffu.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tien's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me.
It's what? RuneScape? Is that like Cunt Wars?
I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tien's Landing all my life, but now, I'm ashamed to say, I wish I lived somewhere else. Everything in Tien's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can. You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery. The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it.
Oh goddamn, I think I'm finally done sneezing. I think we had this exact conversation with a lady that was stop with the shoulders.
The dam was built nearly 20 years ago, causing the river to rise. Now the dam is open and the river has fallen. Tien's Landing cannot survive without the river, but nobody in the town dares to go into the ruins to close the dam. The ruins are haunted with the spirits of the dead.
Oh no.
It's bad luck to speak of such things. Old Wei in the town might tell you more. He's too old to care about ghosts and curses, but I have enough bad luck already.
Didn't ask him about that.
I wish I could help you, Great One, but I am only a humble peasant woman. All I know about pirates is to try and avoid them. Maybe Sheng knows more. I'm sure he'd do all he could to help you get rid of the pirates threatening the town. After all, he is our imperial minister.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
A generous offer, Great One, but the gate leading to the ruins is locked. If you want to close the dam, you'll have to get the key from Minister Sheng. I'm sure he'd be glad to give you a key to the gate. Nobody else will risk going into the ruins because of the ghosts.
Indeed, Adrian, goddamn.
Of course, Great One.
This is... You have your coin purse with you.
Airship?
Shake someone
I've
down.
only heard of such things. Graceful ships that sail through the air? I've always longed to see one, but I'm just a simple peasant.
She keeps saying that and has such a fancy dress.
Perhaps Minister Sheng would know something of this. He once lived in the Imperial City. I have heard the skies above it are filled with airships.
Sure, I leave.
Take care of yourself, stranger, and be glad that you do not live in Tien's Landing.
Alright. I was considering moving here, but guess I'm not gonna. I read this one already.
This tea house must be popular. It seems like quite a prominent structure.
Blah. Ah, don't strobe me.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
I thought I killed you.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
More XP, you say? Oh! No! Table fucker. Look at her. Why is everything reverbing? Don't roll around for all the... Oh god. Backhand him. No, don't pin him. Not yet, I need to get my blue back. God damn it, Sleepman. Fuck's sake. He actually got that off. Jesus Christ. Sorted right the fuck out.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the spirit monk temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the spirit monk amulet too. The Emperor is privy to much. I don't know his motives, but any aid to you is likely a threat to him. You must go to the ruins and find the amulet piece meant for you. I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least. It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence. My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
So like Westlife.
I am unimportant, but I promised I would aid you as best I can, so ask your questions. There is little to tell. I served him years ago in the Imperial Army. I was a tracker and a soldier. I was not at Dirge when it fell, but I heard the tale of Sun Li's death. But I refused to believe he was dead. In time, my faith was confirmed. He sought me out and told me what really happened. I swore my loyalty to him on the spot. I revere him as a teacher, and I revere him. Even when he ordered me to distant lands, my loyalty never wavered. But I am tired. I long for an end to my service. Sun Li is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high that he does not see what is right in front of him.
You should just have gone the way of
We who
birds.
serve him are sometimes forgotten, left to toil in obscurity until the time to act is thrust upon us. So it was with me, waiting for you.
A tiny one. It's just a bellowed fuck me.
I cannot. I have done my part. I have given Sun Li my loyalty and devotion. Now I am empty. I have nothing left. I see an end to my long service. I welcome it. I will give you what guidance and information I can, but that is all I will do.
Gonna get binned.
That would be a question for him, wouldn't it? I can only say that Sun Li devoted his life to raising you, to one day right the wrongs in the Jade Empire. If he wanted to keep some small part of his own life and thoughts for himself, who are you to question that? Everyone must have their private side. Sun Li is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high
That's this one.
that he does not
What
see
time,
what is
kitty?
right in front of him. We who serve... My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. It is said that the water dragon is the shepherd of the dead and a symbol of life and restoration. Beyond that is philosophy, and not for a soldier to know. As you see, I know little about the celestial powers. I knew less before Sun Li asked this service of me. I thought such beings were beyond physical assault. I was mistaken. I don't know how the attack was made or what blade could cut the heart from a god, but I do know that any man who would attempt such a plan is arrogant beyond imagining.
I don't know, obviously this lady hasn't seen Del Swallow's boxing tournament in New Reno. Was that San Francisco? Oh god, I was sneezing it.
You are wise to ask. It is a difficult but essential skill to master. Spirit Thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further concentrating your chi to aid yourself. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and each successful blow will restore you slightly. The drain will not hamper your opponent, however. If you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, it can briefly immobilize an enemy. During this, you can concentrate and increase the restoration. If you use that time to attack with another style, be careful. Your opponent may not be as vulnerable as they seem, and one must never be overconfident of victory. My assignment is to give... Pirates have raided local villages using flyers, swooping down like locusts. Minister Shang said he would stop them, but his promises have done nothing. You can find Shang near his still smoldering office in the center of town. I'm sure he will welcome your assistance, even if your reasons are your own. I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to help your master. The gates leading to the ruins are locked, but Minister Shang can give you the key. You can find him in the town square, the highest point in Tian's Landing. I suspect the minister is eager to have someone investigate the opening of the Great Dam. You can use this as an excuse to get the key and explore the ruins. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Sure. Bring. How much fucking money do I... 7,000 and some bullshit. Goddamn gold.
Dutong says he hired me because I'm bigger.
It definitely seems like that's backwards. Fuck yo, jaw. Yo. The fuck is his name again? Richard? But El Bolo shot him a bunch, if I recall. Del Swolo, though.
Hello! Greetings! Welcome! My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right. Not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish Old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were. Old Mother Quan used to run the place until Dutong bought it. Well, buy isn't quite right. It's complicated. Talk to Mother Quan if you want the whole story. I used to steep the tea here. They called me Steeper Yanru. But now Dutong says I'm going to be the new barkeep. I'll have to give out advice and wine in equal doses. I can't say too much about him. He's my boss, after all. Mostly, he just sits in the corner and drinks his wine until he gets drunk.
Aye, that's the guy, or at least the original.
It's a shame Mother Quan had to give the place up.
First guy.
She didn't waste her days getting drunk, and she didn't make me practice giving out advice all day so I could become a barkeep. It's complicated. If you want the whole story, talk to Old Mother Quan. I'll just keep practicing my advice. Sure. Just remember, I'm pretty new at this. I'm still practicing. Let's try this one. Every bureaucrat knows a tree grows toward the light, but a rock grows not at all. I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of wise sayings. None of them make much sense to me. Maybe they'll sound better if people drink the wine. I can't say too much about it. Slow down, my friend. I can't serve you wine yet. I'm not a real barkeep. Master Dutong just has me practicing, so I'll be ready when he turns this place from a tea house into a tavern. Master Dutong wants me to practice giving out advice for now. He wants me to stay focused until I get the hang of it. No wine, except for him, of course. You want some advice? The wise man will always remember that falling leaves spiral downwards, but only until they rest on the earth. I have no idea. Dutong just... I kind of like this next one. If you drop a rock in a well, you'll hear a splash. But if you drop a feather in a fire, you'll hear something very different. I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of wise sayings. None of them make much sense to me. Maybe they'll sound better if people drink the wine.
The fuck? She's just
Just
staring
remember
at
what
me.
I told you. You never know when a bit of homespun wisdom will come in handy.
Yeah. But she's just stood here, no longer owning it.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old
It's
Mother
got one of those
Quan.
sewing
I'd like you to call me
tins
that
on
too,
her head.
okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
Never any biscuits in there when lands are involved. It's all sewing equipment.
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ.
This ayahs me.
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
Jesus, this woman. What a model.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Fucking sort this out. Out sort of it. Rue. The day.
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. But I'm brave, too. I'm going to go close the Great Dam and save the town. I'll be a hero. That'll show 'em. Well, that'll show 'em all. I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine! Someone bring me more wine!
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts.
I doubt that man could open a door, never mind a dam.
I may be drunk, but that does. I'll be a hero. That'll show 'em.
I doubt.
Goddamn.
I swear, if one more person complains about how long it takes to get their order, I'm going to quit.
That's a big man standing over there. What the fuck?
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency.
Oh, was he one of the bachelor men?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness, ergo I despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint. It is just one more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery. I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship, a wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
Inferior to your own, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Your jibes, canary, prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Sword kid it, constantly checking the fucking microphone to make sure I don't accidentally dunt it and fuck everything up.
Leave Zhang alone!
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No! Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things!
No. Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now. I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
I like his face.
You will? I must warn you, Zhang is, well, he is very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
I'm your ogre berry.
Go away! Zhang not want to speak to you. Zhang kill ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with ox. Zhang not want to hurt ox. Zhang only playing. Now Zhang cries for ox. Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhang's friend.
Aww.
Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad. Master have other ox. Master won't starve. Master better off without Zhang.
God, we can't get another Zhong. That wouldn't make it right. Dong needs your help. Intimidation.
Yes! Master needs my muscle. How else will he get second oxing bath? You have been nice to Zhong. Zhong liked you.
Event atmosphere.
Zhong hope you'll have good day.
Thank you, Zhong. You have a weird nose.
Thank
Is that a
you
beat?
so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhong. Let's go home.
Zhong coming. Zhong go home now.
Thank you for getting rid of that thing. Business is bad enough without that ogre scaring away my customers. Here's a little something to thank you.
What a
It's
smug
not
fucking
much,
face.
but it's about all I can afford these days.
$300. Wait, did he just Bruton? Yeah, bastard. Seems to be afflicted with low texture.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace? Sorry doesn't count for much. Sorry can't erase our mistakes. Sorry can't change the past. Nothing. It's not important. Not anymore. Just leave me alone.
Should I press him?
Can't you just leave? I'm nobody important. Just...
Right.
Wosansiato no go boko. Wokupketita sumpono, sukokot awokatia, wonofatasia. Niwupa ia kupusa ia awath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak nikano wo napiat shathia uko. Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wonofatasia. Ikakahia wo no kakike ia wo shathia oko uki ia ayayuya wai. Wo so awi ia ni tu uksumpuno.
Then why would you...
Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wo no fatasia.
Then why would...
Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nova ia ifa wia oka wikino. Wo nova ia sususatia son sifonia sonsi ifok. Niwupa ia kupusa ia awath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak nikano wo napiat shathia uko.
Why am I doing this?
Wo noa ia sususatia son sifonia sonsi ifok.
Bears?
Ia. Wowo ia kukwania sinia ia. Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wo no fatasia. Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia.
How many fucking eyes?
Ikakahia wo no kakike ia wo shathia oko uki ia ayayui. Wasrafno
Man's
sasitu
finish, anyway.
noko ota napia ifa ia ok.
Wo kupketita sumpono, sukokot awok. Ni wo sosawa ea wak, tasi no ni nano yota napia ifa ya ok. Kutkosi wiwa ya, wo nova ya ifa wiya ok ta wiki no. Tofara ya wo sa ya, wo koko kapikita wo sa ya sawa fonia ok. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi
the moment I
no
forgot
ni
I was
nano
bald
yok
and
yo
thought my
we
hair had fallen
sonsi
out.
ya wo yo we. Piershat uk ni uksa ia sunpuno. Wo kupketita sunpuno, sukokot awokatia. Ja. Wo ja kukoania sinja ja. Ika kahia wo no ka kihia ia, wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai.
I don't know, he's weird.
Ni wo sosawa ia wak, tasi no
Had
ni
a taint
nono
in my spirit,
yoka
it said.
napia ifa ia ok. Noko wo ifa wia ok, kun one wipifia.
Meow boys?
Wo so awi ia ni tu wo uksumpuno.
No woman. Oh, wow, kitty. Yeah, this ghost just comes out,
Tatsa
yes.
ia oka yowe ia fonia sisa ia trusta, pafawe ia towia.
Ugh, so what exactly did that do? Did it drain any of these? Hmm. 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 Apparently, if he'd eaten the last dish with us, he'd just have died. I'm just trying to figure out if this binned any of my stats. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I got a free meal, I guess. Mm. Oh no. Oh damn. Let's do a save. And then load and see if we have the same stats. So 11, 15, 17. And we had one more each. I thought it said we felt our spirit being drained or something. Might just be that I get an extra point. Who knows? These leaves. Guy fucking arrived. Timing us for getting rid of the ass. I thought that was Biltong or whatever. But when I saved, he teleported away. Doesn't appear to be up here. Oh, someone destroyed the... There he is.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. I am Three Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Kwan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner. Oh, certainly. The Imperial Writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Kwan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking...
You want me to throw this troublemaker out in the street, boss?
Don't be stupid. You saw what this man did to those sailors. He'd leave you broken and bleeding on the floor, and I have no one to clean up the mess. Forgive my guard. His intentions are good, but he's a bit slow on the uptake. I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drinking. I'm afraid that isn't acceptable.
Is this the guy that does Handsome Jack?
I am Three Sheets Dude. What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, Three Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Kwan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and goodbye.
Hello again. A salutatorious greeting and welcome. I would rather have kept my old job, but Dutong's in charge now. That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real?
Proof for that.
That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan. That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up. The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case.
I guess a reset.
The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand. No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
Yeah. It's like one of those Etch-a-Sketches. A bunch of shit drawn and then someone just goes whoosh, and the thing goes all ass.
Good, good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink.
Okay.
We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Okay, I need to GN though. Another fine game. We shall continue this tonight when I wake. Let's see if there's any sort of creature doing a thing here. There's some fucking cube with some rats. Fucking guy.